Okay, look. Okay, we got progress. Something happened. Start button. Oh, we might be in here, guys. We might have it. Okay, so we got controller. Alright, guys, we're in here. It only took an hour, but we made progress, guys. No, Zap, it wasn't anything like that. Like it's not anything on my end. It's the game itself being broken. I'm running the game in administrator right now, and it's supposed to be in full screen mode. The shit's playing in like 680.
I want to hear another
540
story.
right now on my fucking screen.
Yes, of course.
It's full screen for you guys,
You've
but
been
for me right now,
waiting
it's
a
like
long time for this, so how about a special one? This story is very strange and very nasty, but somewhat nostalgic. Do you think you can be a good girl and listen all the way to the end?
Is it a scary story?
It might be,
it might be.
but it's also a very important story.
It's a spoopy story.
If you don't want to hear it, I can tell you a different story.
So how do
No,
I get
I
paid
wanna
for
hear
voice
it.
acting? Because clearly, I mean, I can do better voice acting.
This
than
way,
one.
I won't be scared.
Will you turn on the TV then? Leave the sound down like always.
Wondering if Denny's gonna do something
Now,
real different November.
listen.
I'm pretty sure that A-Town
This
is nothing at all.
is important. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
A-Town has enough to spare to last for ages. He doesn't need us. Like, what is going on? What is this? Secrets.
Could you wait
Don't take pickles.
just a little longer? This won't take long.
Yo, these animations right now. What? What? Okay. Well, this is fine. A dog shaped like a fat man. He had a plate which reads Washington State. Okay. For a dummy for hanging clothes, just getting creeps in the might use it jackets and Francis you got Francis York Morgan. Is that supposed to be me? My name is Francis York Morgan. Are you serious? It says, let's hear what this person has to say. They're literally saying nothing. Blah, 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 blah. A strange clock is ticking. Though the room itself makes you feel as if time has stopped. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna go here. Let's go to the giant door. It's locked. Best thing to remember where it's like this happens, don't take it too literally, otherwise you'll go crazy like these two. They're kids though, they shouldn't be going crazy at all. It's locked. There's a door here I can't even see. What the hell? Okay, so we have full camera at least. That's a good sign. A white screen.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It will start soon.
It's about time to get started.
Yeah, like I was saying, Tank Pig, you know, I don't normally play anything in Ropa. Alright, we got A-Town here. He plays enough for both of us.
Zach. Zach, can you hear me?
No.
It's me, York.
If you can hear my voice, could you respond? Ah, good. I thought you went to sleep.
Zach?
Don't be surprised. The crime took place out in the country this time. Let's take it slow.
Oh my.
Okay, Zach?
Okay. I guess we're supposed to be going out on the phone.
Sure, that's one way of looking at it, but it's totally wrong.
Oh, his music. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we're doing this. This is fine.
Listen, they both need each other. It's called interdependency, and they both know it. Yeah, I know. He does terrible
extremely
things to
unsafe.
Tom. Nasty, even sadistic things. But that's
And how
fine,
do you have
as
Wi-Fi
long as
that
that's
lets
what
you do
Tom
this?
wants. Think of
saying.
his actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that. Proof? Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they live with each other. Hello?
I mean, I see what I can
Hello?
do about it, but I'm running the game with this
Zach,
so I try
I
and
can't believe the Bureau still can't get me a
a little
satellite
bit
phone.
better.
These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
What was that?
I'll be a happy camper, even if it ends up being a waste of time. At the very least, it'll get me out of the cramped city for a while. Right, Zach? The perpetrator from the last case really was something. Who'd have thought there'd be razors laced into her nails? Crazy. Just crazy. Well, at least I now have a scar to show off. See this? I got this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe. Women. They're crazy. Don't you agree, Zach?
Why are you talking to me? Where is Zach? Do you have multiple personalities right now? What is this? Or are you just tripping balls? See, this is what happens when you watch the movie. Those squirrels are hurting and making it move. Well, at least the squirrels are okay, guys. No Zonder, what's up? Well, you got a light now. It's raining, asshole. It's raining outside right now. It's raining pretty hard. Where's your jacket? Jeez. This guy here right now.
Zach,
I tell you
there
guys.
goes the civilized world.
The civilized world, he says. Alright, so you guys let me know if the game sounds better. Do you want to save? Yes. Turn it down to like 70%. So hopefully that's better. Flashlight on. Okay. And suddenly we're like in 60 FPS, like after that cutscene. What the hell? Steel pipe. Take item, yes. You got a steel pipe. I bet I do. Okay. Wait, this is so weird. So, like, okay, you have a life bar up there, I see. Observe. Hey, Zach, there's a path up ahead. The headlights must be years since they last set foot on my dirt path. Okay, let's, what's this? Ooh, ammo? Can I take that, please? Yeah. Put item away, take item out. There's no item in here. Okay, that's good. How do I equip said item? I have a crowbar. That's how you run. Okay, we got a pipe, we got a mission knife, steel pipe, and FBI handgun. With infinite ammo? Oh yeah. Okay, let's take the pipe. Pause. Weapon and draw it with LB, and draw weapon and aim with right trigger. Okay. What? Are you serious? Best game ever. What's up, Marcus? Is it? Is it though? Is it the best game ever? My dude's haircut right now, though. Who the fuck? I'll show you A-Town. Alright, you just calm down over there. Or you get a good one, too. It's an experience. Well, so far, you're right.
Looks like we're being welcomed.
I feel like I'm drunk right now playing
Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
Extra for profiling? Wait, we didn't even do anything. What? So there's two paths. What's that? Can't see much through this fog. The path might be blocked from the rain. We should stay away from this obvious dangers. Okay. Apparently there's obvious danger, so we know now. I'm getting drunk right now as I play this game. Well, this game is drunk enough for the both of us right now. The developers might have been drunk too. What is the sky? Okay, so like, are we dreaming right now? Is this a dream sequence? What the hell is that sound? Hello? Aw. No, not the doggy. Excuse me? Excuse me? Stolen from my hopes for a peaceful picnic. Do me a favor and stay sharp, Zach. You stay sharp, sir. When you're talking to yourself. Who wants this pipe? So thank you for the host, Tony. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the Hat Wonder for dropping the host, and Zap as well. I can't really alt-tab out this game without it breaking, because every time I do it crashes, so I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. What a thrill. Oh, I might be broken. The bot might have stopped working, unfortunately. See here. Yeah, I can't alt-tab out, but I can, it's not full screen. I might be able to still hit the bot without doing anything. Hold on. And I broke it. At least I saved, so it's fine. If save files even work. Yeah, hold on. We'll close it, we'll try and open it up again. That's some vampire or masquerade breaks. I don't even know. You hate this port? Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Alright, well the bot is open now at least, so there you go. I hope I can get my control with the programs again. There we go, load game. Alright, so it should save at least. Resume. Alright, so we're making progress, guys. Okay, the game itself is broken as fuck, but at least we can save. Let's go grab the pipe real quick. When did this game come out? We got a knife. What did I just do with my pipe? Pipe it up, pipe it up, pipe it up. You want to say around 2010 or 2011? So this game came out around the same time as Dark Souls. Right now, this clear masterpiece. Hope you guys, know what's going on, because I don't know what's going on here.
Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
We speed running. Let's go. Supreme. Everyone does a throwback to the first Resident Evil game. Alright, so it looks like I have a health bar and a stamina meter. You get to suffer through it, bro. Just enjoy the ride. I'm riding alright. I'm riding with this pipe. Excuse me, ma'am. You wanna come here for a second? If I can investigate. Have a little chit chat. A can of pickles. We got pickles, guys. Get hype. Doesn't like anyone who lives here. No exclusive hairy brutes to greet us. Why do you have to be hairy? It's kind of rude. I wonder if there is shit that we haven't even explored yet that's being turned on and off, but I guess it doesn't matter. Ma'am? Are you okay? I don't think you're okay. Looks like you're definitely not okay. It's fine. Alright, I got a pipe. You want the hands? What the hell? What are you doing? Are you backing that up on me right now? I don't want that. I'm good. What is this camera angle? You got the mysterious shadow. Okay. Yeah, there's really mysterious dead in a minute here. Here, you want these hands? Equip weapon and draw with LB. Draw weapon and aim with right. Okay. Right, this is so shitty. Good Rex. It's such a terrible targeting system. So I have to hold LB to aim. Okay, no, that's fine. We go there. What you do? You drop anything? Another one? What up, you guys? This like limbo you're doing? What is this? What the? Get off me! I'm crawling now. Get the fuck up! He barely touched you. Come on. First aid kit, thank you. I'll take that. Well, just like weird backwards thing going on here. It's not very disturbing. It's really stupid. Yeah, I can tell when it shrinks as a headshot, but the problem is the fucking aim is terrible. Like, why not just use the trigger buttons like every other shooting game? Why am I using the lights buttons, the LB and RB? Like, they have me using these two up front instead of the two triggers. Like, who does that in the game? It's stupid. Don't do that anymore, guys. Leave that mechanic in 2010. They made the left trigger the run button. What are we profiling? There's no crime scene yet. There's a dead dog, and the people who don't understand how limbo works.
I've been through a lot of crazy situations, but that one takes the cake.
It's the first time I've been attacked so directly. Zach, can you give me a logical explanation about what that was?
You're talking to yourself, so no.
Never mind, don't answer. Life is fun because of the mysteries. Right, Zach?
Nice, this game. This game right now. Lollipop? What does that do? Sweet sugary candy recovers a little bit of hunger. Well, yeah, I like candy. I like candy. Alright, we'll take it. Hello? Do you want to save? Yes. Look, I didn't even ask me what save file, but that's fine. It's close enough. We got another locked door. Okay. Well, me and my trusty FBI pistol will take care of this. Come on, back that up real quick. Back it up. Give you a little shot in the butt. There you go. That purple stuff. And the sky is not very friendly either. It looks like I'm about to stroll into like a Tekken scene right now. It's like Hayashi just like beating up the fucking bear. We got two pathways here. Old sign I can't make out. Looks like it's green bound. We're heading down this road. Okay, let's go this way first. There's two of them. It's already getting fucking tedious, like this shitty aiming system.
Great.
What is that sound they're making? Whoa.
Great. Amazing.
Like, I can't take these things seriously when they make this sound. Oh. Oh. Alright, steel pipe. They sound like Darth Vader, like, inhale some helium. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, and I don't want to die, but, I mean, look at yourself right now. Come on.
Nice shot.
At least they're down in one shot, so that's cool. Bro, this enemy design right now is just...
Amazing.
amazing. Well, luckily he's proud of himself to get to the shots. Come here. Someone had a field day. killer really had a grudge against it. You got a machine broken by an axe. So now there's a killer involved. When did that happen? When did we actually determine it was a killer here? And how? Like, was there something I missed? We have a murdered body. We have some children.
Huh?
You got the fuse box, okay. Making progress. There's a toolkit. What? How? How, Sway?
Yes.
What was that? Excuse me? Okay, door's not opening yet. Go on here. No, you can't hold me back. Let's go. Apparently FBI.
Yes.
I just wonder, like, who was, like, in the game design department, you know, working on the game, and they just were like, you know what, this would be terrifying if we just, just make them go, just walk towards us backwards. Because it wouldn't be extremely easy to just shove their asses down when they're, like, walking at you head first. The power in the area should be much more stable now. Let's hurry ahead, Stack. Well, we should be able to go to that door now. So that's good. See, guys, we made progress. This game is not what I thought that was going to be, exactly, but it is weird. Yeah, fuck you. I'm realizing I don't have time to kill every single enemy because they're just kind of here for no reason. We got weapons in here too now? What is going on here? Too much files in there. You're treating this shit like Silent Hill. We're just gonna speed run through. Don't mind me, ma'am. Get off me! Get your filthy hands off me! What the hell? What the fuck? And they got QTEs in here too. Come on now. Are you a killer? Come back here. Yo, Melina, thank you for the host. Well, you're going hard on Overwatch for a while now. I've been live for over an hour. Thank you for the host, Melina. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Melina's Arcade. She finally beat Resident Evil 7 today. And she was playing some Overwatch with some friends. So shout outs to her. Melina's trying to raid you, Arcade, really.
Sensation.
Melina can raid me anytime. Welcome, Melina. How you doing? I'm playing a very strange game called Deadly Premonition for Noir November, of course. And as you can see, it's a bit strange. But I hope you've been doing well. Shout outs to Melina. I would give you a shout out right now myself, but unfortunately, I barely got this game to run on PC, and anytime I alt-tab out of the game, it freezes and crashes. So I can't give you a shout-out right now, but you guys should follow Luna. Show her some love. Really appreciate her. You were kicking ass at Overwatch, nice. Bringing up those wins. I know you and Creative. Or you guys were getting together. So that's what's up. Put in that work. Luna's a savage with the with Reaper. I seen her just double pistol popping, just clapping away.
There's definitely something in this town.
That's good. It's good to hear, LG.
Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
Lollipops for health, yes.
Yesterday morning, the milk I poured in my coffee made a sign. It said, "Tomorrow you'll arrive in a place that will change your fate."
So I have no idea what the fuck is going on in this game. What was that? I don't even know what is this? Okay, this is fine. Let's save. Save here first. You want to save? Yes. The game is like running so bootleg right now. I had to run it as administrator on my PC to get it to actually run. It kept crashing on startup. So now I can't even alt tab out of the game without it crashing. So do you have to walk 500 yards right now? You know what? It's fine. We'll run. We'll just run there because what is this? What is life? Like, this game went from being extremely linear to being open world all of a sudden. Like, what? What the hell? No explanation at all. It's just how it is, I guess. It's fine. One shot, you die. Oh, now it's time for the open world aspect of the game. Yeah, I see. Clearly, it's opening up a bit here with a giant street. First off, there's never been lines this big in the beginning of the street ever. By the way, when have you ever seen lines this big? But whatever, it's fine. We'll do it live.
Now you were very late.
Oh, hello there. Emily Watch?
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
FBI Special Agent, Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York?
Good, that's good. Are you the sheriff?
No, I'm Deputy Sheriff Emily Wyatt. George, he's the sheriff. He went looking for you, actually. He should be back soon.
I see.
If you don't mind me asking, did you walk all the way here?
My car broke down, that's all.
Your car broke down, or you drove it off the road and into the woods?
She's easy on the eyes.
Zombies.
Definitely worth a trip to the primitive world.
By the way, don't mention anything about what happened back there. She'll think you're a psycho.
You're talking out loud, bro.
Don't want that, do we, Zach?
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
Yo, that face though, that meme, too strong.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
He looks like he votes Republican every single time.
Could you tell me why the
Look at
FBI
them
is so
jeans.
interested in a small-town homicide?
Let's
Yo,
just say
Zap,
it's a
thanks for
personal
hanging out,
interest
man.
in
Appreciate the
young
host.
women.
Hopefully you're doing
I'm
well.
always looking for new sample
You have a good
cases
night.
to help me with my profiling.
Both our superiors have cleared this with each other. You can remain in command. You don't have a problem with this, do you?
No.
What the hell are you
No
putting me
problem.
down?
Just want to set things straight. Our small town has its share of problems. I'm the one fixing them one by one and maintaining peace and order. You can have your profiling sample, but I need you to understand that.
They're trying to take all our guns.
Of course. Of course. By the way, George, I had a little accident with my car. Could you send someone to take care of it? Oh, and my clothes and luggage are still inside.
All right, don't worry. I'll get my assistant Thomas to take care of it. Do you need anything else?
Thanks. That'll be all.
Smoke every day.
Well then, I think I'll rest up first at the hotel,
You just need to chat. What's up,
and
man?
I'll join
Look
you
at
on
the
your
screen.
investigation.
Don't know how to say that. But, really don't need your help.
Fuck
Unlike
you.
some of your corrupt city police officers, I play it by the book. I hope you'll come to appreciate that, Agent Morgan.
I said Agent York. Don't call me Morgan.
And we'll handle the investigation. You just think of this as a vacation. Take it easy. Enjoy the nature here. You don't have to be a tree worshiper to appreciate the wildlife here.
What a douche.
Zach, let's reassess the situation. There are no cavemen here. We're as far forward as the Middle Ages. And we've just met the king.
It's dialogue. Welcome to Greenvale. Ba-da-dum. We did it, guys. We cleared prologue. I have no idea what the fuck is happening in this game. We did it. Yay. Nothing much. What's up? Oh, you know, just chilling out. We're playing a game called Daily Premonition. The entire month, I played mystery games, crime thrillers.
Previously during the investigation.
These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
No, we
I
get
didn't
some,
think you'd
we
be waiting
get
in the rain for so
recap.
long.
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff.
So yeah, we're playing mystery titles all month long as part of the law November,
There's something in this
which is
town.
why I'm dressed up like I am.
You feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it. It's broken.
Yeah, it's
I've
broken.
been using that one for a long time.
Why don't you get it repaired? This TV is important to you, right?
It's got some memories attached to it, sure. I used to watch
I
movies
feel like I
on
should
this
just move to
thing with
Japan
your
and just
grandma
rewatch
all
that
the
game.
time.
Grandma liked
Play
movies?
Japanese games, but clearly,
Of course she did.
I'm listening to this right now. I can
Everyone
do
loves
this.
movies, right?
I love movies too. I've never been to a movie theater though.
Yes, I can talk with odd pauses in the middle of every sentence if I just pretend to be an old man. Can you please send me $99.99 for my rendition of your game character voice acting? Alright, let's go over here. What is that? Sugar donuts? Okay, we'll take that. Alright, where's the how do I eat the donut? What's the flashlight? What is that? Hold on. What are you doing? Is this your like no snitching pose right here? That's when someone just like let one loose and you just gotta sneak out the room. Oh, he's holding his breath. Okay. Okay, so how do I use the donut and health items? How does this work houseway? Flashlight. Angel Isaac. We got a new thing. Whatever that is. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to use the health items because I don't have full health right now, but I would like full health. And I had items in inventory and now I don't, so... Where the hell did they go? Okay, so this is the menu screen. Whatever is going on here. Yo, thanks for the host, Toastman X. Appreciate that. Make sure you guys are following some of these people in here in chat. Like the lovely Mona's Arcade, A-Town Assassin, Deacon Fado Zap, and I got Wonder. And Toastman. How's it going, dude? What? Let's eat the donut. Apparently that's not for health, it's for endurance, so I guess. We're going for a trip. I'm not sure where. We'll find out. FPS though just now. Jesus.
York! York!
Yes, child? Okay, cool chat. Okay.
Don't breathe. Hold your breath. They can't see you if you hold your breath. Hurry. Like this. Cover your mouth.
You see enough creepy kids for one day? You know, he's doing the Bernie right now. Try something, no. Something, no. You put you back into it. There you go. Is there a reason why we stopped here, or is anyone that will say why we stopped here? Why aren't we moving anymore? Hello. Why are we stopped here? Can we not move any faster? Look, when you see that one person at the club, who just trying too hard. Yo, Deacon, thank you for the bits. For them bits. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what makes me feel better than a bunch of bits? A can of pickles. No, it doesn't. I actually hate pickles. They're fucking terrible. I hate them. He's playing Dead Man Limbo. He was doing the Bernie. It's a big bed for one person. Got that queen size. You're suffering though? Yes, I am. For the sake of your entertainment, I'm suffering with this game, whatever the hell we call this right now. Did my dude sleep in a crisp?
The symbolism in my
dress
dreams continues to intensify. A forest of red trees. A carpet with red leaves. A strange doll. And twin angels.
But that child is what bothers me the most. I swear I've seen him before. Just can't remember where.
These cigarettes, though. It's not healthy for you.
Well, that'll probably come back to me eventually. For now, we need coffee.
Coffee. Coffee.
Let's head to the cafeteria, Zach. I hope they have some real coffee. I really need some coffee. Then we can head to the sheriff's office. There's a proper procedure for everything, right, Zach?
What's this? Make sure we save. I don't trust this game at all, so I feel like it's going to crash at any given time, and I'm going to be screwed. So you can sleep at any time, huh? A suitcase? Is that for me? Suit agent. Suit workaholic. Businessman suit. Perfect for long hours of overtime. Suit crimson. Suit with a red jacket. Sometimes it's good to change image. Looks almost brand new, no problem. We'll keep the agent look for now, but maybe eventually we'll change it. I don't really have anything else we can throw in there right now. Well, we can shave. What's up, Moloch? How's it going? Oh, so silky smooth. Gillette. Yo, Quantum, welcome to the stream. The newest sub. How you doing, madam? But yeah, how you guys doing? Appreciate you guys stopping by. You came in on a pretty weird experience right now. I don't even know how to explain it. Taking a shower might help clear up our thoughts. Not in our clothes. Dang, now I want some coffee? We both want coffee. Yeah. Not the Luke Cage coffee. Just like actual coffee. I'm sure that is where most of money went developing, so York could sleep under the covers. Yeah, it is true. You don't really see people. You don't really see characters sleeping under the covers very often. Usually they're like on top of the bed because that's extra money you got to spend on animating that. How's it going, Toastman? Well, you haven't missed too much. It's been just a bunch of weird stuff happening after another. We barely got this game to run without it exploding, so I can't really alt-tab out of the game at all without it blowing up. What are those? Chips? Sparkle. You bounce off this game with your Mr. Twin Peaks, so you're glad you're playing it? See, I never got the
morning,
watch
Mr.
all
Morgan.
Twin
Your
Peaks,
breakfast
so
is ready
I keep
for
hearing
you.
about this game though. What the hell is going on here? Granny? Who are you rolling up on like that? Polly Oxford, the hotel owner.
Thank you, Mrs.
Polly Oxford. Just Polly is fine.
Well then. Thank you, Polly. I'm starving.
This music. Before she rolled up the sleeves.
Is everything all right, Mr. Morgan?
Yes, it's delicious, Polly. My compliments to the chef.
I'm hoping my cooking will bring back repeat guests.
Now this long ass table.
Honestly, though, it's been a while since anyone has stayed here.
I couldn't help but notice. Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests or workers around.
What's that? The salt's in that white shaker there.
Thank you. I was wondering if there were any other guests or workers here.
Oh, no one else. My husband and I used to run this place, but he's in heaven now.
You've been working here alone since then. Must be hard by yourself.
Oh my, we're all out of pepper. I'm very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension. But I have to admit, running a hotel is kind of like a hobby of mine.
That's nice.
You get that money.
Polly, it might help to hear you better if you could sit a little
As funny as
closer.
they asked
Oh my,
Swery to watch
Mr.
Twin Peaks, he said no.
You're
Are you serious?
embarrassing me.
There's no
so
way.
early in the day, too.
I've seen
think
bits
I'm
and
a
pieces of
little
Twin
too
Peaks and
old
I've never seen it from
And
beginning
I
to end.
still love my departed husband. May
It
God
definitely has
rest
those
his
kind of
soul.
vibes from what I
I
have seen.
appreciate the invitation, but I'm fine over here.
Polly, I can hardly hear you from all the way over there.
You're exaggerating. This is fine. It won't do to be all clumped together with such a large table and cafeteria. We have to make use of all this space.
Jesus.
Now tell me, that wound on your face, what happened?
Let's just say I had some trouble during the last case I was working on. I'm sure it'll heal. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh my, well, there's no need to be the tough guy here. I want you to be able to relax here. I've prepared a special room for you. A famous rock star once stayed in the same room, you know.
Really?
Rockstar.
I feel honored.
If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'll help
Exactly.
you out in any way I
have
can.
Zach, the lady is offering to help. Do you want to ask her about the town?
Say, Polly, what can you tell me about this town?
Well, let me see. You might know this already, but the town is called Greenvale. It rains here quite often, but it's a nice place, surrounded with nature. It was a big and prospering lumber town until not so long ago. We used to have a population of over 6,000 people. Less than a tenth of them left now. This hotel was built back then. We saw plenty of guests in those days.
That's why this place is so big for such a small community.
I have so many fond memories from back then. I suppose the clock on the community center is quite famous too.
The clock?
Oh yes, it's lovely. It rings in the morning and at night to let the whole town know the time. You'll hear it many times during your stay. It's a beautiful sound. And you'll love it too, I think.
I look forward to hearing it then.
Anything else you'd like to know about?
Sound my ass.
Yes, actually, Polly. Could you tell me about the shops around here?
Shops? Well, there aren't many. It is a small town, after all. You can do most of your shopping at the Milk Barn convenience store. The
Milk
couple
Barn.
who run it are
That
a
sounds
unique
appealing.
pair. I'm sure you'll get to like them. The A&G Diner is a great place to eat. They might be open even if my kitchen is closed. If you want to go to a bar, there are two. The Galaxy of Terror and the Swery 65. I don't care much for either of them. Bars are for the younger folk. We also have a gas stand, of course,
The Swery
the art
65.
gallery, and even a gunsmith. You should be able to find what you need.
Thank you, Polly.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I'd better start cleaning up. You just take it easy. I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have to warn you, though. I am very particular about my coffee. The very best you
There's
have,
not most
please.
people I know that drink
I
coffee.
understand. I'll be
I'm
right back.
starting to like coffee more. I feel like I love the smell of coffee, and I feel like the writer in me is really fond of coffee. Like I feel like if I started getting into coffee too heavily, I'd probably get addicted to it or something. Like need some coffee every day. But everyone I know that drinks coffee pretty regularly, they're like really into it. They call some coffee some shit real quick.
Did you see that, Zach?
No.
Clear as a crisp spring morning. F.K. in the coffee. I knew I could count on it. Never fails. Now then.
What was that smile? What was that? Okay. Oh gosh, this is so cringe. Coffee turns you into a scatterbrain mess. And no, some people run without any kind of stimulants. I feel like I'm gonna probably end up getting into coffee more this winter. Now that I have this part-time job, and this morning again, because I used to do late nights, so morning shift is definitely different. This is a lot of food for just us. This is a lot of food for a hotel that's barely staying open right now. Just saying. Got a whole buffet in here. What is that? At least I'll be in a fat ass and looking at the food. Let's get out of here. You've been waiting for me to lose my shit this entire game. Well, that shit there was just goofy. Like whatever those facial animations were just weird. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, he's definitely watched all that, for sure. Yeah, we finished day one, guys. We met someone new. I feel like we're progressing in the game, but I don't know even what we're doing, or what kind of progression it is. Just that it's happening. We can fish in this game, too? Are you serious? So there's fishing.
Police car.
So we have King George to thank for preparing a car for me. A pleasant surprise, eh, Zach? Let's take it for a spin.
So are we driving now? Is it open world driving? So you guys know I can't drive.
I have
You
to
already
tell
know
you,
I can't
Zach, this
drive.
place simply amazes me. The keys were left on the front hood, and nobody stole the car. Values. This town has what the country needs. Values.
Let's head over to the
Values.
sheriff's department.
Or the fact that it's a police car. Wow, okay, there's a lot of controls here. So boost, brake, side brake, accelerate, change view, talk, headlights, change view, navigation, wipers on, wipers off, signal left and signal right. Are you serious? I'm not signaling shit in this game. We just I'm not using the signal. You got the master key. Yes. You got a flare. We don't respect traffic laws. Alright? I'm the goddamn police. Also, why is it so wobbly here? I have to turn it like this. Okay, this is fine. Now do you start the car? the siren. So who decided that the best idea right now would be to make all the controls that people use for triggers? Alright? All the trigger controls don't do trigger things. So when I hit the left trigger, it gives you the siren. That's really useful, guys. It's really useful right now. A fucking siren right now. Alright? The right one does nothing. But if you use the two front triggers, then that's how I'm gonna drive. Okay, this is. I don't understand. But it's fine. We're cruising. Let's get on out of here. Let's go for a little ride. Oh, there's other cars out here too. Do you have the first person view? Oh, well.
So, Zach, about those bonus features in DVDs nowadays. You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, filmed in 1978.
He's giving you psycho
Produced,
vibes.
directed,
Well,
written,
he's
and
talking to
edited
himself.
by John DeBello. It was really awful.
Or Zach.
For some
We haven't
reason, I
seen.
still remember it pretty well. It had so many sequels, and the original was re-released in '95. The 87-minute-long theatrical release bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes. But that was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never have a chance to see it. I know, Zach. Once this case is over, we can watch it together. I bet we can buy a copy on the internet pretty easily.
Don't mind me, I'm just driving somewhere I don't even know where I'm going. You know, he just ram on, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even know how the hell I'm supposed to find where I'm going, besides this one long ass road. I don't even know if this is the right way. He is giving me the American Psycho vibes. Happy to return to videotapes. I'm waiting for him to say that. Hold on, I think that's the right way. Oh, what the hell are we turned like that? I guess maybe go this way. You from the Huey Lewis the News? We seem to be getting closer. Maybe this is the right way. I see a bunch of houses. We do seem to be on the right path now, even though I'm not staying on one side of the road, but it's fine. Alright. You guys already know the spec with my kind of driving. Yeah, we did it, guys. It's like a shitty version of Crazy Taxi. See you, Deacon. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you stopping by. It's been quite a trip. Hope you had a good night.
That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
It's like a terrible turkey sandwich, whatever the hell that is. Wow.
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
Thomas McLean.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered.
There's GPS.
She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but...
Yes, let us see the evidence.
I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are.
Get to work.
Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
The sensitive type. Alright, so we're gonna see. Finally see what this case is about, because we haven't actually gone to read anything about that. Let's save first. Siege Wreck, thank you for the host. So this is like the new name again, Bear? Is that what this is? Do you feel better about it? Thanks for the host. Long-tailed flying squirrel keys. The fuck? A key holder with a long-tailed flying squirrel attached to it. The key belongs to the sheriff's office. Well, don't mind if I do. I'll take that. Shouldn't leave keys laying around anyway. I'm done. This is it. Are you sure? I don't seem to have a nice look to it. We're playing a game called Daily Premonition. I'm investigating a murder, but we haven't really gotten that far yet. Used for working out the muscles. It says Arnold on it. I don't remember if that's the name of the owner. You know, we'll take the dumbbell.
Zach, there's a name written on this dumbbell. Arnold. I haven't met anyone by that name yet. Could it be the owner of this dumbbell? What do you think, Zach?
You got to pump it up. Pump it harder. Let's see, Arnold. What we got in here? Ooh, a turkey sandwich. It looks like it's not made of turkey at all. I don't know if I want a turkey sandwich that's blue. Just saying. Maybe it's just me. Well, like that one's been around for a while. Just make an observation. Alright, if your turkey sandwich looks like it may have been underwater and back, it may not be the best move. Pointy-tailed flying squirrel keys. What are all these squirrel keys for? Maybe it's jelly. Jelly on a turkey sandwich? Look, okay, we already had travesties happen before. Alright, there were Pop-Tarts of cheese in them. We had, cheese on honey buns. Cheese and Frosted Flakes. Folks put in, ketchup and mustard in their macaroni and cheese. Alright, I don't need any more shenanigans out here. Folks are trifling.
Hi.
Well, hello there, Emily. Could you perhaps show me around the office before the meeting starts? I'm sorry, I've got my handfuls. Could you ask Thomas? Let's run this corner. Melina's like, ew. Like cranberry sauce but blue. You're trying real hard, Quantum, but I don't think that's going to cut it. Cheese on a honey bun, why? But apparently someone kept telling me it was a country thing. That putting cheese on a honey bun was a country thing, and I was like, I don't know anybody from the country that does that. I'm sorry, bro. But then I went to Google Images, and people legit put cheese on honey buns. And they put the cheese, they take a slice of cheese, and they put it on the honey bun, and then they microwave it for 15 seconds, and then they eat it. You say cheese on Frosted Flakes? Yes. Push. Can we push this? Pull this instead of pushing? No. Okay. Let's do that then. But yeah, no. There was a friend of my cousin's. I knew him briefly, and me and my cousin are really close. We're pretty much a month apart from each other, and so we grew up together for most of our lives. So he's pretty much like a brother to me. And he had a friend who he used to have come over on weekends. And one morning we were all eating breakfast. I just came upstairs to eat breakfast in the kitchen. And I saw him eating Frosted Flakes. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go grab me a bowl. And then I took a second look at his bowl, and I'm like, what the hell was that floating in the bowl? And this man had put ripped up pieces of American cheese. He just dropped in the flakes in the bowl with the milk. He was just stacking it away. And I was like, "What are you doing? What is this?" I was so appalled. I was sitting there "What? What is this? What are those?" I couldn't handle it. He's like, "You should try it. It's good. I eat it all the time." I'm like, "I'm good. I'm good, bro." After that, I didn't really see him around too much after that. I think my cousin was offended too. I think he just crossed a line there he weren't ready for. And that's for the warden. Is it even in use? Doesn't seem like it. Thank you for the host, CJ. I appreciate it, man. I can't give any shout outs right now because if I alt tab out of the game, it's gonna unfortunately blow up. This game will crash on me and die. I don't want to sleep in here. I'm good. I don't want to sleep in the prison. You need a vomit emote? It's I mean, the Diddy want works pretty good for it. I mean, like the same look at the Diddy want emote was pretty much what I was giving him at the table while he was eating that shit. I think it's weird when people put extra sugar on Frosted Flakes but cheese. Yeah, like see, like Frosted Flakes is always too sugary, dog. Like if you're putting extra sugar on Frosted Flakes, you have a sugar problem. That means you're the type to like put sugar on Fruity Pebbles because you can't control yourself anymore. You're basically just eating candy at that point. You're eating milk-filled candy. Who the fuck? I'm just saying, this is gonna can't in this guy's cell. That'll be too much. I can't talk. I used to put cheddar in my PB&J. Don't know what I was thinking, but it happened. Well, Toast Man, it sounds like, like, mistakes were made. It's like when you go on that date, with somebody you really feel like you probably should have had, and usually you have a bit of a higher standard, but you did anyway. When shit happened, and now you're like, I gotta hold that. You're gonna have to hold the PB&J cheese shenanigans. I don't know. Like I don't even know. How did it even happen, Toast Man? Were you in a weird state of mind? You were desperate for some kind of new sensation. And you're like, the jelly and peanut butter isn't enough here. I need a third sensory taste here. The welcome my taste buds to a new generation. I need to elevate myself into the year 2077 by adding cheese to the sandwich. Source, what's up? Is that like when people use ramen breaks for hamburger buns? I've never heard of that before in my life. That's some struggle I'm not prepared for. All right. If you're just out here eating ramen like it's Rice Krispie treats, I can't do that, dog. I'm sorry. It's all you. It's all you, cut. Oh, that's this guy. Okay. Progress. The 2077 bit, yeah. Did you find the key? Which key? I have hella keys. I got the keys. I got the keys.
You found the key.
I think so. Is this it?
You don't know your squirrels, do you? This isn't the right key holder. This is a Siberian flying squirrel. It's closer to a land-based squirrel. The Siberian flying squirrel is larger than the southern flying squirrel and has a standing tail while the southern has a hanging tail. But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
You sure do know a lot about squirrels.
A southern flying squirrel, gotcha. Southern flying squirrel it is. Where's the southern flying squirrel? We should have all the squirrels in the world now. Well, none of these say southern flying squirrel on them, but this one says curvy-tailed flying squirrel. Let's try that one.
You found the key.
That's the right one?
It was good to you at the moment.
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
I'll be waiting for you.
Well,
That
Zach, we
creepy-ass
just got here,
smile.
and we've cracked a big case already.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in the lumber mill when she was a child.
That sucks.
Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal
Yo,
life is
DJ,
exactly what a curious teenager
Night
doesn't
with
want.
the big boy host.
It's all starting to make
We're in
sense.
a raid. Is a raid happening right now? Yo, DJ, thank you for dropping that host. You don't twin if you DJ stream. I appreciate
City
you.
folk, huh? No.
Welcome
I take
guys.
that
Welcome to
back.
the stream.
All of them can't be as
My
bad
name
as
is Diddy
they.
Von Doom. I'm a
Some
variety
should
caster
have
here
better manners.
on Twitch TV.
This is
We're in the middle of
good
Noir
biscuit.
November. It's my whole
I've never
month of mystery
tasted a
titles and
biscuit
crime
this
thrillers. We're
delicious.
playing a game called Deadly
We're in
Premonition.
town.
It's a
Can I
little bit
get
strange,
Well,
a little bit
actually,
weird, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
I
Shout out to DJ.
baked them myself.
I'm gonna attempt.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law
I'm
enforcement?
gonna attempt here.
I'm very particular
Alt
about
tab
biscuits.
about
over
the game
here.
dying. Hold on.
Balance of milk and butter you've achieved here.
This is such a weird
Agent
game.
Morgan. The
Welcome,
autopsy's
guys. Hi, guys. Thank you for coming by.
ready. Welcome to
Let me give a shout out to
accompany me to the
DJ.
Greenvale General
DJ's
Hospital.
an awesome guy.
Emily,
Had the
you
pleasure
come
of meeting
too.
them at TwitchCon.
Thomas, stay here and tidy
We met
up these
before though
files.
for Chicago and a few
Yes,
other
sir.
places.
We're going to use the car
But
outside.
totally awesome.
Let's get
Oh,
going.
thank you, Blaine. Thank you for shouting them out.
You might
Appreciate
think this
that.
is just a small town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
Well, you guys came with the raid, so I have to give you guys a raid response. Let me get a good one for you. Thanks. You know, let's go with this one.
Much has transpired since you were last on Earth.
Alright, DJ.
Mankind did its best to defend itself against doom.
You came in here with the army, the squad,
Greatest weapons
but unfortunately, you guys have to hold the L.
before doom's power.
Now, don't worry. All right, I heard you guys were picking up some Battleship raid today.
The
Alright.
heroes of your world
I'm gonna send you back home. We'll click in a little bit.
stop doom and pay the ultimate price.
See, it's okay. It's all right, guys. Just hold the L. Look at them struggling. Feel about that life. Being on top of that. You're dealing with a real G here in these streets. Get that big ass beam out of here. All right, get that top out of here. The car means nothing to me here. I'm not here this point. Do the right thing, guys. Do the right thing. Join me. Become a villain. Do it. I might even give you cookies. Just saying. We got oatmeal raisin. We got some chocolate chip. There you go. There you go. The right move. I'm telling you. You enjoy here. Yes, yes. That's more like it. The dark side. I see you were playing some Star Wars today too. So how do you feel about Star Wars? I know I've been waiting. I originally had it pre-ordered and then I canceled my pre-order. But I'm considering going and making the bite for it later on this month with Black Friday coming up. But thank you guys all for coming by. I really appreciate it. We're in the middle of Noir November month for anyone that's new. My name is Anyone Doom. We play a lot of different games here on the stream. I play a lot of fighting games mostly, and Dark Souls, Bloodborne, that kind of thing. It's usually really high on my list. But this month, we're doing Noir November, which is a lot of fun. Have a good night, E.T. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. So most of the month, we're going to be doing a bunch of different events, and we're pretty much almost 70% done with the month. So we've been working pretty hard. The plan is to meet different games as possible. I know that in my plan, we have a few more games left on the list to play through. So right now we're playing a game called Premonition. It's a strange Twin Peaks filled weird title. I really don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know what else to say. It's a little bit strange, but it's been a lot of fun. As far as games we have planned to play pretty soon, here's a list of some of them. Yeah, still making our way through. We already played The Vanishing Ethan Carter. We're playing some of Heavy Rain already as well. Dark Side Detectives, we were learning, that's pretty good. Her Story, Observer, and Verity looks pretty interesting too. Looking forward to that one. Some Sherlock Holmes. So quite a planned lineup here in the next 10 days or so in the stream. So it's a lot of fun. We're having a good time pretty much every night. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the stream. Your plan means that you got a free copy, but probably would have bought it. The fact that they removed the microtransaction even if only temporary while I'm playing it. Yeah, exactly. There are rumors going around they're gonna probably add them back at some point, but I do believe that they're gonna make some changes to it too. So we'll see. I mean, I'm keeping an eye on it, but it was pretty impressive that they did at least put some kind of effort into maybe considering changing their minds on how they want to do the transactions and stuff like that. I mean, the loot boxes, if they bring the loot boxes back and they're completely cosmetic, I think that would pretty much sell people on the game. But it is EA, so we'll see. Thank you as well for the follow, ET828. I appreciate that. I hated the entire idea of the play to win previously, so yeah, the play to win thing is not really key to having a fun game. But I like the detail they put into the game itself. It seemed really solid, so I'm really hoping for it to actually work out. But we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I know. I remember seeing them say they're taking it out temporarily. Yeah, exactly. Like Last Jedi's coming out, and like the new heroes, and they already have 2 expansions already planned, and a new map already planned for release as well, like a full-sized, 32 map or whatever. So they could totally rock it out this holiday. So we'll see. I think I really need to blow my nose right now. I'm feeling really congested and stuffy right here. But I have something for you guys. If you guys who are new, I rolled the Noir November video for you guys who are new here. I've been shooting my own kind of short movie over the past few weeks for Noir November. So I roll part 2 of that movie for you guys. It's been starring Lovely Shini and myself. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'll be back in a minute here. I'm going to grab some tissue. Yeah, you guys can check it out. And BRB. They say the city starts to sweat during moments like these. I shake down a few of Delphino's old places. And I stumble out Montoya. I got no leads. No witnesses. Right now, it doesn't feel like a mob hit to me. too sloppy even for an enforcer. I'm not to see what the wife might know about this. Let's get to work. I told the wife to meet me uptown at my private office. My wife took this photograph before she got sick, before things went from bad to worse. I like to think that things were better back then, that the city was better. But looking back, I'm really not sure. There's a knock at my door. It must be Mrs. Montoya. Did she kill her husband? Seems too simple, but sometimes the simple answers end up being the best ones. I should ask her a couple questions. Come in. Good evening, Mrs. Montoya.
Detective, please. Miss Von Rose. My maiden name. So you're the detective that's been keeping me waiting this whole time. You know, it's not polite to keep a lady waiting.
Well, time's a bit tricky when there's a murderer to worry about. Why don't you just go ahead and have a seat? And have a little chit-chat. Well, yeah, I'm Detective...
God, you look terrible. Hope you can find a killer on no sleep.
Well, thanks for the compliment. But I'm fine. I'm actually here to find out more about your husband. Well, I know this might be a tough time for you. But we do have to rule you out as a suspect. As far as I'm concerned, you could have killed your husband. But that's why we're here. Your husband did have enemies. But he was also a made man. So, what can you tell me?
You think I killed my husband, Detective? I'm not stupid. And why would it benefit me to have my own husband lying dead in the street? You know, me being the trophy wife and all. Coming on a bit strong here. You know, you can at least buy me dinner before accusing me of murder. I'm grieving.
Well, you could have fooled me.
Do you know who my husband worked for? Sharks.
Yeah, sharks like Delfino.
You know, you learn to be strong when your husband has ties to the mob. I've been to quite a few funerals in my day.
Well, your husband was found with a broken neck.
His neck? It's always been broken. You should see the way he used to stick it out when he went to check out other women. Anyways, I'm not sure why you don't think his friends had anything to do with this.
Well, Miss Von Rose, maybe you can give me a couple names, and I can decide if my hunch is wrong or not. We'll be in touch. Well, that was Miss Von Rose. Gorgeous. Extremely well composed. I wonder if that confidence is actually coming from fear. She might be hiding something. I need more clues. The body might be ready at the lab. Let's go check it out. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to shoot. It was my second one. We did part 1 already. You guys can catch that on YouTube if you want. But there'll be another one next week, starring my friend Siren Tong. Should be in the 3rd episode as the medical examiner who examines the body for me. So lots of fun to be had. We had some really good times shooting the video. But lovely Sheeny, she's nice enough to join me and be my leading lady for Noir November this month, which was awesome. And we did all with an XSplit and then green screen, which is awesome. She's actually in Baltimore right now, so we were able to green screen all that together with XSplit in a couple scenes, so it worked out pretty well. But yeah, we're gonna get back in the game here, guys. Thank you guys for being patient. I got some water. Blew my nose, so feel a little bit better. But yeah, let's get back into it here. So this is a game called Deadly Premonition. It's a little bit weird, to say the least. I barely even understand what's going on so far. It's got some real Twin Peaks feels to it. For one. And I thank you for the host rating. I really appreciate that. So we just finished another area. I can't really tell you exactly what's going on, but just know that things are happening. I'm gonna save. But this is Noir November. Pretty much almost every day this week into the end of the month, we'll be playing a bunch of different mystery games, crime thrillers, and other goodies. I have a pretty solid lineup still.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake.
The month. We'll
It's
probably
too
play a
far
little
to
bit more
walk.
heavy rain
Come
as
on,
well.
get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
This animation right now
Fair
is
enough.
so funky. And this music.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
Seems legit. Ninja P33, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I'm not sure what alert didn't go off. But what's up, man? Oh, there it is. Thank you for joining the Legion of Doom. You are now the newest member of my supervillain team. Hope you enjoyed here. Thanks for that love. Let's see. I guess we're gonna be driving. I have no idea where we're going. Seems legit. This game goes from being extremely linear and survival horror
Agent
to being
Morgan,
like
get us there quickly, but drive within the
open
speed
world.
limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
Yeah, stop being a dick.
Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Well,
Sure.
thank you,
Sounds
Emily.
good.
Someone appreciates me around here. Yeah, the lack of use of triggers to drive. This is driving me crazy. Okay, so we have to find our way to the next area here. Where's the map? This is a remastered game that came out in 2010, apparently, and I barely got this game to run on my PC because for some reason it's extremely broken. So I'm running the game in administrator mode right now just to get it to work. It wouldn't even start out before. If I alt-tab too heavily, it will just crash. So where's our target here? Where are we supposed to be going? There's dolphins over there. What is that? Are you serious? We're going all the way over here? Okay, that's pretty fucking far. Okay, I already took a directions in real life, so this is gonna be terrible in game time. But we're gonna try and make it happen. Let's why this game has like a giant like driving open world period, I don't know. I can't tell you. Alright, this is somewhat of a direct road.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers.
That's
I don't get on
depressing.
very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like
Jesus.
yours.
What?
Right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's
God.
not talk about my scar.
What
It was caused by a problem.
They seem really calm about the car
Oh, she
turning
got
over,
you
but it's
good.
fine. We're doing good.
Terribly good.
It'll fade away,
Let
and
us
nobody will
hear.
notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
So, Emily, tell me, is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems. Fights, runaways, stray pets.
Like, what?
Too
Like, where are we?
fixated on violent crimes. Our
This is
job
so
is to
stupid.
guide the people along the correct
All right,
path.
this is
First
fine.
and foremost. Now, that's what I
None to
consider to
see
be my
here.
duty as the sheriff of
We're
Greenvale.
just driving
There he
through
is, the monarch, in
the
all
top of
his
the
glory.
world cliff that we
Kind
have
of
no
makes me
idea.
glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something,
Got it.
Agent Morgan?
Just totally
No,
fine.
nothing, George. I was just
They
reflecting
sound
on a
really
little history.
Well, we're in
unfazed
the
by the
middle
entire
of a
thing as
homicide
well, so
investigation.
We're just fine.
Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
And apparently this game makes you use gas too, so he has to actually find gas to drive out of here too. This is so stupid. Like, there's too much going on right now, but it's fine. This is totally fine. But yeah, this is my first time playing this game. I've heard interesting things about it. Oh yeah, work, okay. Well, thank you for sneaking on to the Twitches to watch me. Shout out to Radio. I know she's been playing some Horizon Zero Dawn and some other goodies. I had some friends that were playing Overwatch earlier. I know you enjoy it. I didn't get to try the new character yet, but I know some people that have spent some time with her. Okay, I don't even know what's going the right way. Let's stop real quick. This game is a lot. There's also stuff you can do at certain times, you think? I'm not even sure if I'm going in the right direction. Like, is there not like a GPS or something with this map? How do we go from point A to point B here? Where does this road go this way? It goes to nowhere. That's good to know. Road to nowhere. Okay, so we can go this way, and then up this path, and then to the right. Gotcha. Prior to recently, you haven't played Overwatch in like a year, some change. You're not the only one. I had quite a few friends that had kind of taken off the game for a bit.
Well, we're
Including
in
myself.
the middle of
I
a
was
homicide
actually
investigation.
haven't played very much.
Keep your mind on the
A lot
matter
of my
at
PC
hand.
friends stopped
He's
playing.
right, Agent York. You
Other
still don't know your
games?
way around. Concentrate on driving us to the hospital.
And so now it's kind of been like resurgence a little bit. There should be a street I can turn on right here. A major street. Right here. Once I turn over, because that's fine. If it gets to be too late, you fail. Are you serious? There's way too many mechanics in the game for that right now. We're doing too much. Prior to recently, yeah, I'd say that like Overwatch, I definitely still enjoy playing the game, but it's one of the things that I like playing with friends, and I never got heavy into competitive play. I was never like playing comp very often, and it seems like that's where the problem comes for people at the competitive scene is like playing with other people who aren't your friends is like extremely toxic at times. I heard they're trying to fix that, but it is still a problem. But I do give Overwatch a lot of credit for the amount of stuff it does right. And even though it seems like the game kind of wants you to play a certain way sometimes, I do appreciate what they've done with the game as far as the characters and like making things so diverse, and that really goes a long way from my design perspective. So I appreciate that kind of stuff. Greenvale General Hospital.
That's a pretty big hospital. I guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Impressive.
But the hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sorry to say that it is.
Indeed. And that's why this case is our problem. There really isn't any need for you to get too involved.
You keep saying that, but I'm the goddamn FBI. I get involved where I need to. Will you guys check out the show Mindhunter? I think that it's pretty interesting. I read an excerpt from the book that was pretty intriguing, but I would say you should check it out. It's on Netflix. Also,
Hello,
apparently,
Sarah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is coming out on Netflix next week. Look at that face. Woo. Yo, them braces, though.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer
Dr.
room.
Johnson.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne. Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
Yeah, Agent York. She also talked with her mouth moving, but it's fine. What are we doing here? What is the objective? I feel like I spend most of my time walking the arrows. We haven't even seen the murder victim yet. We should save. So Kimbo still, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Back again, and thank you for the host. So much love tonight. I really appreciate it. And for you guys that are lurking and hanging out and watching me play this ridiculous game. I don't even know what this... This is so stupid. Back it up. Back it up. Alright, we're done. Let's go in here. I'm playing this on PC. I actually barely got it to run on PC. It was giving me a lot of trouble. It wouldn't even start up without crashing. So we spent like half an hour trying to figure out how to get it to work. And then eventually, we actually got it to work. I had to run the game in administrator mode and watch it crash multiple times, but we finally got it actually working. And with controller support, so I'm happy about that. You have to stop the crashing too. Yeah. Yep.
We couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so.
Fiona.
Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Oh god, I don't know how to play chess, guys. Which is sad because I used to know how to play chess when I was a child. My dad taught me most of the rules of chess when I was a kid. And I was on my way to being a godlike prodigy in these streets. And I just stopped playing because basketball and video games. King passes rook and meets bishop. Knight takes a pawn to the queen. What am I supposed to be doing? King passes rook and meets bishop. Knight takes a pawn to the queen. No, sorry, the bot timed you out, Kim Basu. I got the clip though. Thank you for clipping it. I'll table that after the stream. Yeah, the bot doesn't know the difference. It just thinks you're posting the link. Regulars and subs and stuff like that, they can post links without any problems, but if you're in the stream for more than a couple hours. So I'm not sure exactly what we're supposed to be doing here. Just putting them in the right order is what it's saying. King passes rook and meets bishop. And it takes a pawn to the queen. So we got king. Keep playing just which means I can't help. I can't help either, apparently. I'm getting bopped.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
King passes rook and meets bishop, so that would mean that the rook should be first. Yeah, I don't get it.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more
Maybe I'm just
clues.
derpy right now. Let's go look around maybe first. I know it relates to chess pieces, but I don't remember all the names of the pieces. If you look carefully around the room, you'll see the answer clearly written. I'm sure Zach sees it too. Okay. You got the king. I know what the pieces are. King, queen, bishop, rook, pawn, knight. Let's look around some more, maybe. I mean, I thought it was simple, but then now I'm not so sure because I failed twice. Enter. So I'm thinking that, like, all the places that have a puzzle right now. First off, why is a doctor playing puzzles in the first place, or playing games when there's a dead person involved? What's going on here? Maybe you're overthinking it. So the room is in use. We should have learned up to that process. Okay. I could be overthinking it. I mean, but I don't know how exactly. Got queen, bishop, rook, pawn. It says the knight passes rook and meets bishop. The king passes rook and meets bishop. Knight takes the pawn to the queen. I can just do them in order, I guess. So, king, rook, bishop, knight, pawn, queen. Okay, that was stupid. Just said that puzzle was dumb, but it was fine. Why mention the passing up?
Awaits below with the deceased.
Fine. We did overthink
Another
it.
code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call
Okay,
Usha
so is
up
this the
here
doctor
right
or is
now.
it the Riddler? Because I feel like...
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
No. You got card key for underground floor. Going down, down. You got this? I used the Daily Premonition fix, whatever I found on the interwebs. Because before, it just wouldn't even open up for me. I couldn't get the game to open without crashing. And it still won't open unless I actually go to the game itself and launch the game in administrator mode. That's the only way this will even open up for me at all. But I had to install a DP fix to get it to actually run. But this is the PC director's cut, so it should look as good as it can for the most part. It's clearly not running in 60 frames, but... So far, I haven't had any other real crash issues since we started kind of getting it working. Okay, so it's below us, but how do we get to the elevator? Nice. New secrets. Florida Tryhard, thank you for the follow. You are now the new member of my super villain team. Feel free to declare your own villain name in chat. That's right, you are now that damn good. While we shave here, just pull out the razor in the middle of the mission. Gillette. All right, let's see here. Anything else? Any goodies in the bathroom? Probably not. It's probably just a random like glory hole in here somewhere. Let's go try and find an elevator. Here we go. I mean, I'm just saying, Source. I mean, like this is a pretty damn weird. It's a weird game. Okay, I can't put anything past them. All right, there's a giant hospital, you know, in a small town that's extremely under capacity. There's probably some weird shit going on in this hospital right now. That's all I'm saying. Some freaky nurses. They're probably, you know, throwing it back somewhere. You gonna play some Hellboy today? No. Pretty much most of November will be mystery games, so we'll be playing mystery titles until the month is over. So, the next 10 days we'll be playing more crime games, more supernatural, weird mystery titles, and stuff like this. Sherlock Holmes. Her Story looks pretty interesting, so I'm looking forward to playing Her Story at some point. We still got to finish up Heavy Rain, so we have plenty of that left too. But after November, we'll be going pretty heavy into the fighting game tip. So I'll be dabbling in some everything, some Killer Instincts, Skullgirls, Street Fighter 5.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Will all be played. And then, yes, I will be playing Hellboy at that point.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Okay, we know, bro.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you
Dr.
a forensic
Johnson?
practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That Battle of Wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
It's kind of a dead body here, guys. Can we, like...
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
You know, Hellboy looks pretty solid. I'm definitely
From the
playing
onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the
you
muscles,
playing them? You
the
enjoy
time
it?
of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand. Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion.
What conclusion is
The
that?
direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Is he wearing a chain? Oh my god, this game. So
Which
Dr. Johnson has a
means
chain on.
She was
For no fucking
cut up
reason.
while she was still alive.
She was cut up while she was still alive?
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
All right, well, Buzz Killington, thanks for those words. It's not depressing at all.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Ouch.
I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her.
That's rough.
Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women.
No, really?
He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist.
Why not both?
He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985.
You're a little too
much
intricate
like-
right now.
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
Yeah, you tell him there.
You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
Oh,
What
get the
more do
examine
you
now?
hope to
Okay.
find?
I'm
This
sure I
might get a little
mentioned
bit
that I
interesting.
have a personal interest in cases like these.
Ooh. Traces of evaporated liquid around the eyes. She must have cried before she was murdered. What about on her hands? Judging from the impressions, she was holding something in her hand, but it was removed around 6 hours after death. The object was circular with a relief shaped like a peace mark. Interesting. Looks like it's almost branded in her hand. She literally wears fake fingernails. The feet, though. Yeah, those are some rough feet, even if she is dead. Anna's body is lying on the table. Yeah, I see that. Beautiful blonde hair, stunning even in death. Is that it? The tongue has been removed. Look at the edge of the stump. Okay, I guess we did our examining there. Was that copacetic?
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death. Zach, it's all starting to come together. The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining. But you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
Interesting. That's a good point.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women.
I bet you are, George.
But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator, is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
Ah, the perpetrator. Bit off Anna's tongue.
Jeez. That's pretty gross.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Be careful in there. Agent York, please. What is that?
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end. This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
So that means the other murders he's tied to?
There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going.
It's a lot
no
of
need
murders.
to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Ooh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's kind of slick. Give York a little bit of credit because he's got, like, you know, he's got the intelligence factor there. You know, he's a little bit zany with the double voices and stuff.
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
We get a shotgun? That's good to know. He's so pale all the time.
Zach, they're here.
This is a good sign. So, the creepy crawly's back. No, we need snacks. We can save, though. Alright, so I guess that this is like a weird otherworld type of situation, like Silent Hill, where we're in a different dimension or something. Let's go this way. So I'm sure the, like, weird monsters are going to come out pretty soon and be a pain in the ass, but we'll find out shortly enough. Computer. Weirdness. Ma'am? Is that the dead woman? Anna? Running by here? Anna, do you wanna say hi? So I think that what we're gonna do here first, I'm pretty sure Try this one first here, actually. Okay, bullets. I'll take them. I don't really know the point of bullets, though. We have infinite ammo, but it's fine. I think it said 10mm, so maybe it's for a stronger gun. Let's try and go this way, maybe. I mean, the game seems to have like some moments where it tries to do something interesting, but then it kind of gets lost in weird shit like this. Like, am I dreaming all of a sudden, or is this like actually happening? I'm starting to piece together that maybe Zach is just the part of his brain here that. What are you doing, ma'am? Yeah, we don't play that shit here. You might get to hold it out. Yes. Double tap. You can twerk somewhere else. I don't know who thought this would be like, yes, terrifying or something. But it's not. It's just like, ooh, we walk backwards with our head. Okay, they don't walk right at me. Okay. Hold the headshot though. So you're not dead? There you go. Take a little nap. Next door. Anybody else want to talk to my 9mm handgun FBI custom pistol? Does anyone else want some more bullets to the face, to the dome? Oh, that's gross. Okay, you're doing a little too much. Doing a little too much.
Bullseye.
Out of range. This is really sensitive aim.
Bullseye. Amazing.
Controls right now are freaking out. You just kill all of them. I really have to reload right now? Come on.
Amazing.
Hold that headshot. Where's your buddy?
Yes.
Nice shot.
Okay, they're moving a little bit faster than they were before. Spooky. Well, like, the voices are kind of creepy. I don't want to die. What's that? Stabilizer. Completely restores pulse rate. And hope it keep it low for long. Okay. Do that. We shall take that one. Yeah, the game just like throws you to these weird, like, otherworld scenes in the middle of the mystery. No explanation, you know, just shit just starts happening. But it seems like he's got like these weird premonition powers, and he isn't talking to himself as part of that ability. So it's goofy as hell, but I guess it's part of just his character. Back up.
Amazing.
Yeah, back up some more. Not even sure how to reload this gun any faster. There's way too many of you guys. Get off me. Get off. Stop trying to eat my butt. You cannot have these groceries. Get away from me. Alright. That's the scary part, guys, alright? They want to eat your butt. That's the scariest part of the entire thing. They're everywhere. I'm not got time for that. Dropping coffee and other goodies everywhere. Look underneath. Do I want to look underneath? Do I want to right now? Because that looks like it's doing too much. What is it? You got the card key for a central building. Nice. Didn't even know I needed that, but it's fine. We are on our way to get out of here. This is so interesting. It reminds you of Vampire Detective. I don't know what that is. Is that of anime? Never heard of it. Oh my god, get your nasty lips off of me, lady. Why'd you crawl like that? Come on. Let's get a key card for this. It's locked. Is there not a card? Are the plays in the card? That one is locked. Alright, that's fine. Why are you so close? Get out your hand out of my mouth. What are you doing? You try to pull my tongue out. Alright, now you get in this pipe. Come here. You want this work? That was gross. Pipe it up, pipe it up, pipe it up! It's the K-drama where a dude is a detective who gets bitten by a vampire and he has the ability to see how the victim dies by drinking their blood. It's not interesting. I'm actually not opposed to K-drama nowadays. There's a couple solid ones, I think. I watched a little bit with Jimmy before. Let's save before we go any further here. That'd be hella salty if I kept playing and then the game crashed. Knock on wood. A mission knife? Oh, you have a mission knife? The game knows I have a mission knife, so why would I get beyond one? The inventory in this game is so weird. We found a lollipop. And the first aid kit. You're giving us a lot of shit right now, so I'm assuming they're gonna probably have some kind of boss in here, maybe. Let's try to heal up a bit. This beanie screen. I don't know what becoming sleepy does, though, why it's even needed. Oh, thanks for hanging out, Moon. I appreciate it. I know it's late, and you did a really late stream too. So, thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Make sure you guys show Moon's Arcade some love, and you have a good night. I'll be wrapping up pretty soon here too, because it's getting pretty up there, and I still have work tomorrow. It's almost 3 a.m. But shout out to Lena. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Yeah, you gotta get him some Overwatch. You know, Lena's usually dabbling in some of that stuff in Fortnite. I've been really having fun with Fortnite. I think it's been a lot of fun. Me and Emily have been playing that on PC and PS4, so I'm hoping to get more people to play with us. Do you buy food in this world? It seems like it. I don't know why though. There's like apparently ways to keep yourself from getting hungry or some other stuff, you know. I don't quite understand. Okay, where are we? Well, I can get that he can see the dead. But I'm not sure if these are like ghosts that are haunting us or if it's something more, you know? That's the weird part to me. Oh, I broke my pipe. No. Oh, lady. Nobody got time for that. I'm gonna push that box out of the way. Yo, oh, she's strong as hell. What the hell? Yo. Okay, you're a strong one. Get that super kick. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Great.
We got some solid points for that. And some billets. I don't have time for you guys to be respawning. Just follow the blood trail. This is fine. Ma'am?
Here! Over here!
Okay. Over there. Yeah, there are way too many enemies right now in this game. And it's weird because it's like they give you... They give you infinite pistol ammo. But you can one-shot most of the enemies with a headshot anyway, so they're really just kind of tedious and annoying. I feel like this game is trying to do a lot of different things at once. he has shown some crime-solving potential, at least. Another key card, okay. Let's save the game. I just want to get out of the Shadow Realm, or whatever the hell we're in right now, because Spoopy isn't what's up right now. Alright, it's doing too much. Alright, I gotta get to that entrance door that we couldn't open earlier without getting killed. You're moving way too fast, lady.
A shot. Yes.
Oh god, you're behind me! Get off me! Alright, the jukes. Give me the bullets. Come on. Please, we should be free. Let me out of here. Oh, this is great. It's not freedom. Fantastic. Oh, he got a shotgun. This is so trippy right now. Like, are you serious, game?
Huh?
Nani?
Nice shot. Yes.
Yes. Shotgun shells. Okay, where's the shotgun now? Where is the shotgun now?
Yes. Great.
Freaking weird. I was about to do a charge up shot or something with that. They're giving me a ton of ammo and like health supplies. I'm not sure why. Like, this is an excessive amount of items. But I'll use one. I shall use one. Let's use one of the big boy ones. Should definitely help out there. Okay, are we done killing things now? Can we get the hell out of here? Yeah, and I write the spirit gun. I love Yu Yu Hakusho, by the way. I heard it's on Crunchyroll now. Not like I couldn't just watch it on YouTube anyway, but yeah, it was.
Agent Morgan, if you're so
one of my favorite
desperate,
shows.
then why not smoke two at once?
I like Yu Yu Hakusho more than Dragon Ball Z, to be honest. Yo, who the hell? Bruh, is this Tekken?
Who's that old man?
That's Harry. Harry Stewart.
That's
One of
Harry?
the bigger problems around here. His father started up the lumber trade and founded this town. But he's a weird one, as I'm sure you can see. Always dressed like that, never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town. Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
Mysterious capitalist. Like, what is this mask right now? He goes around cruising in his mask, terrifying people.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, haste won't lead you to what you seek. Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak. So says Mr. Stewart.
Nice to meet you too. How did you know my name?
Of course, that would be
Mr. Francis York Morgan, information desires you, just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
Yeah, to the law. I can't tell if that's like beard stubble or unless.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, with each rain our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
Then we
You
shall
speaking in
depart,
riddles now?
Mr. Francis York Morgan.
This is just getting weirder and weirder, guys.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give it any thought. It's all gibberish.
Emily here.
Never mind, there's the whistle.
Uh-huh.
That was a new track for a
Oh.
second there.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene. You can interview them where they found the dead body.
Excellent. I was just about to ask if you could take me there.
This game. A biscuit baked by Thomas recovers life, hunger, and tiredness. I don't understand how the tiredness and hunger stuff works. So if I'm like awake longer, do I like go crazy or something? Do I need to like sleep in random beds?
The
How does
body
that
was
work?
found in the Greenvale Forest Park. That's west from here, and too far to walk.
Forest Park?
It's the pride of the town. It has a beautiful trail leading to a viewing site over Velvet Falls.
That does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
Yeah, we'll save the interviewing for our next time on this game. This has been quite the experience, to say the least. I have to admit, it's been interesting. But this is trading cards. Lucky you crashed at the end of the hospital, really? I mean, it seems to be running smooth as long as I'm inside this game and not doing anything else. I'm also running it in like a weird aspect ratio right now. It's running fine for you guys, but on my screen it's like, yeah. it's not running in the crispiest of crispy right now. Alright, well this is Deadly Premonition. It is 3 a.m. here, so I'm gonna call it a night. But it was a lot of fun. That's for sure. We'll be returning this game probably at some point if we can or have the time for it. But I have a lot of games to get to. And this is probably going to be one of those games that I probably pick up next year as well, because it's probably too long and loopy to beat this in 2 days. But we'll see. Let me find something to host up as well. We're going to pull up a list here for that in the moment here. I thank you guys for hanging out. I know it's pretty late. Extremely late, actually. So I appreciate anyone who's been hanging out this whole time. Big ups to DJ Knight for the host, for A-Town, I'm looking at everyone else who's been hanging out and modding and doing that kind of stuff. Source for chilling with me as well. Yeah, give us a love with the host as well. You guys are all awesome. Let's see who's actually still alive this time of night. Who's still streaming? Usually I'm the late night